waiting time has gone up to 24 months as there is a tight supply. So how is that going to look for in the coming quarters for the industry?
See, we are, first of all, it's very difficult to increase the capacity just like that. So what we are doing is we are just putting our efforts to reduce the cycle time, which we have done. We have successfully done it, reducing the cycle time from 55 days to 40 days. So we are further trying to reduce it to 32 days, 35 days. If that happens, the capacity will increase and we'll be in a better position to offer transformer much in time.
And sir, this decline would happen over what time period is to what you reckon?
It is a continuous process. We have started doing it.
Okay. And sir, how is the situation on the low voltage side for the industry?
Low voltage side, see, they are those are kind of off the shelf kind of a thing. So it's not long-term planning. As and when it comes, it comes. So solar, when it comes, and then, the projects last for about a year or so. So it goes on, the supply goes on till the project is completed. So they are not, planned well in advance, like what they do in power transformers, because the delivery time is very short.
Okay, but for the industry, the supply is very well, there's no tight supply in terms of low voltage, is it? Or
See, what happens is there are a number of suppliers, but it is the question of the quality of the transformers, which people are now focusing more, because if any outage is there, when the transformers are supplied, the whole project is not working. So, it is always, the customer always prefer to go for the more reliable transformer, maybe paying little higher.
Okay, sir. Understood. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Srinidhi from HSBC. Please go ahead.
Hi. Thank you for the opportunity and congratulations on good set of numbers. So would it be possible to compare and contrast profitability as well as payment terms between your industrial set of business as well as utility set of customers?
Srinidhi, if you were saying about the utilities has got a fixed number of payment terms, which is generally ranges between 45 days to 60 days from the date of the transformer delivers. And when it comes to the industrial and EPCs, basically the payment terms are much better than the utility terms.
Right. And how are they on margin, sir?
The margin will remain the same, approximately the same.
Right. And would it be compare similar business for export versus domestic, sir?
Export we have a slightly better payment terms as well as the margin also.
Right. And sir, the order backlog that you have about 2,600 crore, how is it split between fixed price contract and price variation contract?
Basically, the majority of the orders are on the price variable clause.
Right. Yeah. And last, if I may, sir, so the order pipeline, which looks very strong at about 17,000 crore, would it be possible to share what was this number a year ago?
Right now, we don't have that number in place.
Okay. No problem, sir. Thank you for answering my question and all the very best.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants, please limit your questions to 2 per participant. If you have any follow-up questions, you may please rejoin the queue. The next question is from the line of Nilesh Doshi from Green Lantern Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, Satyan and Chanchal. Really
Good evening, Nilesh bhai.
Yeah, congratulations for moving in the right direction, both on the revenue and the margin front. Just one question I have is that what are we doing in terms of R&D and new product development, especially I'm sure there may be a lot of import substitution products in our country, and we may be dependent largely on the imports, maybe some components for transformers or any new products which we can go into.
We are working on that.
तुम्ही ज्या व्यक्तीशी बोलत आहात त्याने तुमच्या कॉलला होल्डवर ठेवला आहे. कृपया लाईनवरच.
Sorry for that, sir.
Hello.
Yes, Nilesh bhai. So, whatever the backward integration that we are doing, we are working on many projects that we substitute the import that we do for those.
So we have Satyan, any idea when we should be ready and we should be fully backward integrated?
We should be fully backward integrated by December of 2025.
Yeah, okay. And how much that can help us in terms of margin, any kind of calculations or work we have done on that?
Nilesh bhai, it will better our margins from the present levels.
Okay.
But the calculations and all, once we'll meet, I'll tell you, sir.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your visit is still pending, no?
Yeah, we'll come. Sure.
Please do.
Yeah.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Parthiv Dalal from Antique Stock Broking. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, Pankaj. Good afternoon, Chanchal.
Afternoon, Parthiv.
Yes. Sir, could you spend some time on your working capital scenario? I understand there is improvement, but could you spend some time on how you see it panning out going forward, given higher scale of business?
Parthiv, if you see on my presentation and present balance sheet, my working capital cycle has improved drastically, and we are actually further strengthening that. If you see on my creditor side, my creditors have gone down drastically, as well as my debtors are going down, and we are working on the directions where we will further strengthen this working capital cycle. Right. If you presently, when you see the numbers, you may find it little high, but please understand that from our debtor side, the majority of the debtors which are right now on the receivables has been billed very, very recently. So they are not even basically due. And if you heard my speech that now every month we are collecting more than 125 to 130 crore rupees, that is itself is strengthening my working capital cycle. Even if you see the short-term borrowings, my short-term borrowings has gone down drastically, as well as my long-term borrowings has gone down drastically. So these are the indicators that my working capital is strengthening day by day.
Got it. Okay, so that's all from my side.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Surbhi Saraugi from Smith's Capital Markets. Please go ahead.
No, my questions have been answered. Thank you.
Thank you, Surbhi.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Mehul Mehta from Nuvama. Please go ahead.
Good evening, team. Audible?
Yeah.
Thanks for the opportunity. My question is with respect to green energy power grid. What would be in our order book, green transformers order book share of this green transformers, green energy transformers?
It is, when you say green energy, it's, I don't know, what people mean by green energy. Any transformers which are used to evacuate power from the solar power to the grid are called green. So most of these orders, which we have received from Power Grid are meant mostly for those things. So it is, we can say that, 60-70% of the transformers are for the green energy, directly, indirectly.
Okay, so in terms of whatever is our order book, say about 2,600 crores approximately, out of which, in terms of transformers, can you bifurcate between, say, conventional energy and green energy? Is that possible?
About 50-50.
50-50. Okay, and in this, what sort of T&D system spent entirely, market, out of which transformers would be, what, is that possible to share?
Sorry?
Out of the entire T&D system, transmission and distribution system, what would be, say, transformers, share kind of, if I want to understand entire T&D system and that size, and out of which, what would be share of power transformers or sort of power and distribution transformers? Because we basically address power transformers, if I understand correctly.
Mehul?
Yeah.
Mehul, Subhadeep is the right person to give you the answer of that question. Very recently, he has done a detailed study on the Tril and power industry.
Yes, so I've gone through. That's right.
He has the questions, so he has the right answers of your questions.
Okay, I'll question him. Just last question is that in terms of say growth over next 5 years, in terms of in transformer market, any numbers you would like to share, industry growth?
We want to take the baby steps and reach to the 5 years down the line. At present, we are focused for next 2 years, and after that,
so annually, say for next 2 years, what would you anticipate?
Annually, if you see that market research report is that Indian transformer market is increasing by around 14% CAGR levels.
So that should be, we should take as about volume growth, right? Because
yes.
Realization always keeps on changing in this.
Yeah.
So 14% volume. Thank you so much. I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Rishi Kothari from 5 Square Investments. Please go ahead.
Congratulations, sir, for the great set of numbers. And I would also like to congratulate the EY team for such a nice presentation here. Sir, I wanted to first ask, what will be our utilization level at the current 36,000, 37,000 MVA capacity which we currently have?
Rishi, we are right now operating around 60 to 65% levels.
Okay. And sir, by next year, by December 24, we are expecting another 12,000 MVA capex, and we'll slowly ramp up that capacity. So do we expect that to reach the peak by FY26, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, sir. All the best for the coming financial year.
Thanks, Rishi.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Pratik Kothari from Unique EMS. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon. Sir, in one of the comments you mentioned that it's tough putting up a new capacity. If you can talk about what are those bottlenecks or challenges?
Sorry, we didn't get your question.
Sir, in one of the replies you mentioned that it's tough putting up a new capacity and hence you're working on operational efficiency. So just if you can highlight what are those bottlenecks that you're facing now in terms of when it comes to putting up new capacity?
We aren't facing any bottleneck about the new capacities.
It is just, continuous improvement in terms of production that we are looking at. So it is a continuous process. There are no bottlenecks. But how do we improve on whatever we are doing today? How do we improve that tomorrow? And how do we improve it on day after tomorrow? So it is a continuous improvement process that we are working on.
No, correct. Because so maybe in the last cycle, 10 years back, I mean, a lot of new capacity came up very quickly and that kind of disrupted the market. So if you can talk about, are you seeing, given the demand that all of us are seeing, do you see new supply coming in very quickly?
The new capacity which came up was in the transformer range of 220 kV and above, below. There was no capacity which came up 220 kV and above. See, if you just see 400 kV and 765 kV transformers, there are not many players today. Even today, there are not many players. You can count them, 5, 6 players. That's all, not more than that. So, putting up a capacity for a higher rating of transformer, EHV, what we call is extra high voltage transformer, it's not that easy. It's complicated also, and then it requires a lot of patience to build those kind of transformers. It's not only the design which makes the difference, it's the total art of production. So that makes a difference when you talk about large rating of transformers. Similarly is the case with the HVDC transformers. You see, there are a lot of transformer manufacturers even in the world for 400 kV and 765 kV, but HVDC transformer not many. You can count them on the fingertips. So these are really the state of the art kind of the production, which requires a lot of skill and trained manpower, which is difficult to get. You can get money, but where do you get the skilled manpower? That's the main thing.
Okay. Great. Thank you and all the best, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of time, in order to ensure that the management is able to address questions from all participants in the conference, please restrict your questions to one per participant. If you have follow-up questions, please rejoin the queue. The next follow-up question is from the line of Ashwani Sharma from MK Global. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity again. So I wanted your views on opportunities in the railway, especially, Scott transformers. You read in one of your transcript. If you can give us some sense, opportunities over there.
See, with all this dedicated freight corridor that is coming up, and the high-speed trains of Vande Bharat, and the speed of trains constantly increasing, Scott connected and V-connected transformers are going to be in huge requirement in the coming years. And we have started seeing the inquiries flow at a very fast pace to us also. So this is going to be one of the, again, a big sector that is going to come in the near future.
So we have the product portfolio as far as the railway is concerned. Is there a gap?
We have the product portfolio for the Scott connected, and we are RDSO approved. The Scott connected and V-connected transformers, we are getting short circuit tested by end of May. So then our product will be, considered regular then. So we have got some orders for Scott connected and V-connected transformers, and we have to provide short circuit test for them.
Okay, so in our order book, how much would be there? Any sense?
Very small, about 7 to 8 transformers, not beyond that right now.
So about 2 to 3%.
Okay. So secondly, if I look at the contribution, product-wise contribution, our order book, the contribution of reactors are, increasing, year on year. What explains that, sir?
This is power grid supply.
It's mainly the power grid supply.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Dhruv Agarwal from Niveshaay. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. So congratulations on the very good set of numbers, sir. So in the last Concall, you said that you are expecting, executing orders which are having low gross margins of around 24 to 25%. For the new orders, the company has already quoting the prices considering the gross margins of 32 to 33%, which was reflected in the Q4 itself. So is it fair to assume that the low margin order is fully executed, sir, right now?
No, it's not that, Dhruv. It's not that. It is the mix of those things we are going to deliver.
So, sir, can you please quantify what would be the low margin order book stands at as of now from the total order book?
I cannot disclose that at the moment.
Okay. Okay, sir. And like sir, you said that there is 2,600 crores of unexecuted order book which will be executed in 15 months time period. So, sir, for the financial year 25, the revenue looks like around 2,000 to 2,100 crores. Is my understanding correct, sir?
We will try to achieve if possible.
Okay. And sir, like currently you have capacity utilization of 60%. So going ahead, seeing the demand that we are currently have in the environment, so what would be the capacity utilization going forward in the financial year 25-26, sir?
True for any manufacturing industry, the peak capacity utilization is 85%.
Right, sir. So are we going to increase the capacity utilization, sir, in the coming year?
Definitely, if we have to deliver, we have to increase that.
Okay. Just one last question, sir. Like in the next financial year, what would be the borrowing levels would be, sir? Like, is there any plan to reduce further, sir, or it would be in the same level, sir?
We are trying to reduce the borrowings.
Okay. And this one more question related to that only, sir. Like in terms of working capital cycle, you said that your target is to have 120 days working capital cycle. So what is how are we going forward in that, sir?
There is a detailed strategy in place for that, and we are working on that direction, please.
So what would be the current working capital cycle, sir?
You can please go through on our financial numbers which we uploaded on the market. You'll get the detail about this.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Pinkesh Asrani from Profit Gate. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I hope I am audible. The board has, I heard that board has approved the QIP round of. So I just wanted to
I'm sorry to interrupt.
You're not audible. Please, can you repeat yourself?
Your voice is sounding very much muffled. So could you use the handset mode in case if you're using the speaker mode, please?
Yeah, I think I am audible right now. I just wanted to I missed the point of QIP round that the QIP round is for 500 crores. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So by what time it would get completed? Like any deadline, any timeline from the board?
Pretty soon.
Can you give a specific number, the specific period?
Pinkesh, by end of first quarter it should be completed.
Okay. That sounds good. Thank you. That's all of I'm asking. Yeah.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Kush Nahar from Electrum PMS. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. So I just wanted to know what would be our R&D expenses for FY24 and FY23?
Kush, this is the one thing which we don't want to disclose in this forum.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Sampath Naik from Tiger Asset. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi sir. Thank you. So you just said that we are RDSO approved for Indian Railways. Just wanted to understand how difficult is it for anyone to get RDSO approved, and are there any other players who are already RDSO approved?
Yeah, there are so many. Crompton is one of them. BBL is one of them. We are. And it took us almost about 1.5 years to get the first order from RDSO. This goes way back into 2011-12. So, it is difficult to get RDSO approved. You need to meet certain prerequisites first to become a certified RDSO supplier.
So, what other companies you said, sir? I just missed that.
Bharat Bijli, CG, BHEL, ABB.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we would take that as our last question for today. I would now like to hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
Thank you all for being part of our earnings conference call and for actively participating in the call. We appreciate your support and trust in us, and we hope we have been able to address most of your queries. In case any further queries, you may reach out to our investor relation advisor, Ernst & Young, and they will connect you with you offline. Thank you, Vijay Bashir from Nuvama, for hosting our call. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of Nuvama Wealth Management, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us. You may now disconnect your lines.